Guys, welcome down to SoundSkins Australia. So today we're releasing this. This is a new product we've actually been testing here for about 6 months. Really high quality reverse cameras. So we've custom designed these to be a little better than most of the guys on the market with some really high specs at a great price on these things. We're releasing today in Australia, but they'll be in the US and Canada very shortly as well. So some of the things on this camera, come check it out. We'll show you, zoom in a little bit. Cool new packaging which would allow us to choose what style of camera you got. We've got 3 different styles coming out. We've got a bracket mount, an OEM mount, and a flush mount. And the full specs are QR coded, so you can actually go on our website and they'll show you all the specs on that on SoundSkinsUSA.com, which is a really cool thing. But these are actually an advanced active pixel CMOS, so they're really high spec. And what that means is we can get a high resolution image on such a small camera. So these cameras here actually give 480p lines, but the key on these, they only need 0.1 of a lux to be able to see at night. So the reverse lights or the number plate lights are enough to get really clear night vision on these things. They're 170-degree viewing angle, so that means it's also not going to be fish-eyed, but it's the greatest angle you can get at the rear of a car without fish-eyeing it. It is IP67 waterproof and dustproof rated, which means it can go down to 1 meter. So if any of those 4-wheel drives are on water crossings or any of those trucks, they're actually going to be waterproof rated, which is really, really cool. It has a metal housing, stainless steel screws, a really easy to mount bracket using 3M tape. So high quality on these things, and they're going to work great for any double din stereo or 7-inch screen or below, and it's going to be real high resolution. Now, some of the things we actually custom designed, we actually put these 3 little options on the camera, so you can actually cut these loops, and it does 3 things. The green wire actually turns guidelines on and off, which is the green, yellow, red guidelines. The white wire will actually flip the image horizontally, and that's so if you want to use the camera on the front of the car rather than the rear, you can still use the one camera to do either. And the purple wire will actually flip it vertically, so that means you can actually mount it this way, upside down, whichever way you like, and still correct the image on the screen. So really cool option there. The other thing we did was we actually did our harnesses. So these are our harnesses here. It's got some nice packaging actually. We did that so it would ship okay. These harnesses for running from front to rear of the vehicle make the installation really, really easy. And the reason for that is 2 things. We actually did here at the rear of the vehicle, you're going to have this waterproof lug section. So you can see here as we join these at the rear where the camera runs from its mounting point to the front screen, these are actually a waterproof housing, and it makes it really thin and easy to run through those factory grommets and loomings. The other thing we did was we built in the power and earth cable at the rear, so you can actually pick up the reverse lights at the rear. So, and you can run that signal to the front of the car really, really easily because we've loomed it inside the cable itself. So when you run up to the head unit, you've just run this one cable, but you still have power to trigger the screen to flick over. So all in the one loom. So the other cool thing about these is we made them 12 and 24 volts, okay? So you can use them on cars or trucks. So really cool. This is the OEM style, so you can see here, that would mount near your number plates, and you can actually drill a hole and flush mount them, so you wouldn't even see any screws. So that's for the more like the cars, the sedans, the coupes. We use that OEM style. So really small, great night vision, but we're releasing them today in Australia, and they'll be over in the States and Canada very shortly as well.